Well, welcome back, losers, to the Northern Steel Podcast, episode 61, I believe.
Yes, sir. And I am indeed
Name
a
a
loser.
famous player who wore 61, Chris. Go. 3, 2, 1.
James Franco.
Yep, there he is. We're back with the podcast. The Steelers played the Jaguars. We had some optimism last week. That's all back in the mud, in the dirt. This team sucks. They're garbage. We're not going to flip-flop every week. That's just how it goes, baby. They did lose to the Jaguars 20-10 in just a scoring rout. If you somehow missed the game because you were too busy doing literally anything else, why would you subject yourself to watching this offense? I don't know why we do. Let me break down the highlights for you as quick as I can. After the first play, goes through Deontay Johnson's fingers. I know, rare, right? Kenny is then sacked immediately by Trayvon Walker, who just bulldozes Chooks. I'm sure Trayvon is a big fan of our podcast, has probably heard all the trash I've talked about him, so revenge there for Walker. On the Jaguars' next possession, they get into field goal range and try for a 50-yarder. Do you remember when it was impossible for kickers to make a 50-yard field goal here? Do you remember when teams feared the Steelers? Do you remember when you felt joy last? Jaguars up 3-0. Jaguars with the ball again, and this time he gets sacked by a Landon Roberts, doubled up with Alex Highsmith. I'm sure that will end this drive, right? Well, on 3rd and 7, Trevor takes a snap, looks downfield, and fires it to Calvin Ridley for the big first down. As KZ's sorry ass doesn't play the ball. He's got to make up for that play later next time, KZ, and I'm sure it won't bite you in the ass next time. This does put the Jaguars in position for another 50-yard field goal, and what do you know? He makes it again. Jags up 6-0 in an absolute snooze fest. Jaguars have the ball again in these highlights because you know why? Nobody wants to watch a bunch of 3-and-outs. He fires it deep down the field to Calvin Ridley for completion, and he gets lit up in the process. The refs have a vendetta against Pittsburgh today, and maybe Lawrence teared up a bit, so they throw the flag. But then some more good inside linebacker play as Quan blasts Ingram on the trick play, handoff causing a fumble, and Cole Holcomb picks it up. I'm sure the Steelers will utilize this gift they were given. Never mind. Jags ball again, and again in Steelers territory. Lawrence throws it deep again, and Ridley catches it again. Again. I'm depressed again. I watch the same shit again and again. Somebody put me in a jacket. I'm foaming at the mouth again. Next play, the Jags hand it off to ETN, who finds a hole and busts it inside the 5-yard line. It seems inevitable here, folks. Touchdown inbound. Next play, Trevor takes a snap, rolls to the right, throws off his back foot into triple coverage, and it's picked by KZ. He takes it out of the end zone for some reason and out of bounds at around the 5-yard line. So, yay, I guess. But hey, the Steelers actually start to drive from their own 5. Who would have thunk? Now Kenny rolls to his left and finds a wide open DJ who actually catches the ball inside, almost into the red zone. Matter of fact, they make it down inside the 5. But bad play calling and Kenny missing a wide open touchdown to a cursed DJ means it's field goal time for Boz, making the score 6-3. But you know what? Let's just trade field goals. Jags drive down quick, and now it's 9-3 in the first half. A classic Steelers game with offensive explosion from both sides. In the second half, Jags have the ball and fumble again, giving this game away to the Steelers. But don't worry, Jacksonville, the Steelers don't want to win, so you're all good. They would rather lose and keep playing like garbage. Mitch Trubisky in now after Pickett got slammed on his ribs. No flag, by the way. And he is sacked. That's right. Same old. A week ago, this line played great, and now they look like complete dog water. On the Jags' next drive, do you remember when I told you that KZ needs to play the ball? And he needs to be aggressive? Yeah, not like that. You absolute bum. He comes up way too short, easily thrown over his head to ETN, and it's a touchdown for the Jags. I mean, what are we doing here, you guys? How hard is it to have a good safety play? Mink, unfortunately, blew out his hamstring in the first quarter, and then we got to watch this for the rest of the game. Safety's making garbage plays in pass coverage the entire time. The Jags didn't score a lot of points, and we can't do that. I know I'm getting on the defense's butt. It's not their fault. The offense can't move the ball worth a goddamn. But look at this. This is ridiculous. I'm so upset. Always upset. And they're going to show us replay 800 times. I didn't write anything in the script. I'm just rambling here so we can get the show on the road. I don't care that they keep scoring. It's the way it goes. They always do it. The Jags then go for 2 points because the Steelers haven't stopped it once this year, and they don't stop it again, making it 17-3, Jags on top. Steelers' next drive, we get Warren involved a little bit. Throw him a little screen pass. He refuses to go down until the first down is made. Then the Steelers finally throw it to George Pickens, who makes the catch, hops over these 2 bums on the Jags defense, who I don't even know their names, and walks it in for 6. Man, maybe they should have thrown it to GP more in this game. I mean, Kenny tried and failed, but come on, this dude is electric. How do you not give this man more touches? Look at him jumping over these children into the end zone. Get him the ball. It's not rocket science. Jaguars have the ball again. The Steelers just need to stop. They're somehow only down 7 points in this game. It seems unlikely, but now they have the ball back. 9 minutes left. This is your normally Kenny time, but Mitch is in there, and he fires it deep into triple coverage. All you fans who would rather have Mitch play than Kenny, there you go. Looking really good for you. And that's going to be about it, you guys. I don't even want to do the rest of these highlights. The Jags are down. They score a field goal. Steelers can't score again. They lose 20-10. Get this garbage off of my TV screen, please. The end. Jags win.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel different.
Different how?
I feel different as far as like my body. Like I feel very confused, and I've never known a football team to make me feel such a way. But the Steelers somehow make me confused.
They always make me confused. This is, I think, the sad part about all of this is that it's not just. It's not just like the fact that the Steelers are losing. It's so tough to talk about the Steelers. It's not that they're just playing bad and losing. We've seen tons of losses in our lifetime. It's just that it's consistently bad, and they don't think that there's a problem ever. Yes, the refs were absolutely horrible. They gave a lot of calls to the Jags in their favor, and that was terrible. But the Steelers can't move the fucking ball, dude. It's ridiculous. And here we are. We're not going to talk about the same garbage over and over again. This will be a very short podcast. Happy Halloween to those who celebrate. We're recording on Halloween right now. It's scary. It's depressing. There's what hope to have for the season. It is what it is. We're still Steeler fans. We're going to watch the games. I'm going to watch them. But like when it comes to this podcast, man, what's there to talk about? It's the same thing every week.
Copy and paste, dude.
Copy and paste. They played Tennessee this Thursday. Usually we do a keys to the game. Copy and paste again.
I got it.
Go ahead.
Yep. Yeah, you ready? Keys to the game. Good defense, good offense. Copy paste.
Yep,
there you go.
It is. It's the same thing every week. Doesn't look great for us. Kenny might play, might not play with his rib injury. He's left it open. Minka is out. We're not sure for how long yet. They still haven't discussed it yet. Chris thinks he might be going on IR with a hamstring. That could be the case. Will Levis, rookie for the Titans, just threw 4 touchdowns. 3 to DeAndre Hopkins. No, they're not trading anymore. Derrick Henry's running the ball well. They're not trading anymore. This is a game that the Steelers should win, but because they are who they are, they might not. Who knows? I'm going to pick them to win because I don't think Tennessee's that good of a team. But would it shock me for the Steelers to lose this game? No. It would not shock me. They're just poorly coached, poorly outplayed, and if Mitch starts, God help us all. Even though Kenny hasn't looked that great either. I mean, that's just it, guys. That's kind of what's been going on with the Steelers. It's been pretty ridiculous. The trade deadline's going on right now as well, and there has been one big trade made with Leonard Williams from the Giants who went to Seattle. And it looks like the Steelers are in potentially for Jalen Johnson from the Bears as a cornerback.
Which which I think would be really cool, obviously, if we get him. And obviously, it depends on the kind of capital that we're willing to give up for Jalen Johnson. At the same time, I know cornerback is our weakness. Finally, we started Joey Porter
And we will be
Jr.,
going forward.
and he's been declared, and we will be, which is huge. I mean, this is something that we've been saying forever. Don't know why Levi Wallace was in there, but glad that he's not anymore. At the same time, I don't know. I put out a tweet yesterday looking at the time of possession that the Steelers have this year, and we are dead last, and we have the ball for on average 26 minutes, which is, Dom, I don't know if you know this, atrocious. Basically, we have the ball 10 whole minutes less than the opposing team every single week. And like, yes, it'd be cool to get Jalen Johnson. Maybe we'll get a couple more 3-and-outs, but I don't know if defense is really the thing that we should be focusing on for our trade. I know we have to, as far as like with Minka being hurt, and there's a lot of what ifs in the air, and I'll definitely take a cornerback. I love that. But also at the same time, when your defense is out there 35 minutes of the game, like they're going to get exhausted. They're going to get a billion yards on them. Like the fact that we have been holding teams to 20 points sometimes, I would think is a damn miracle. Just looking at how well they attack us and just probably how exhausted our guys are. I mean, TJ Watt came off of like, a stellar, start to the year, and he's still playing out of his mind. But like, I'd probably imagine he's getting pretty damn tired getting out there, probably not getting as much energy and burst around the line like he normally would. And it's frustrating. I feel like there's a clear need at offense, and it's not necessarily, it could be the players. Last week they really failed to perform, and that's on them. I thought it was a very well coached game, but there's still that glaring issue of Matt Canada offensive schemes, finding ways to extend drives. Heck, if we can at least extend drives enough to get us into field goal range, that's awesome. I would much rather go into halftime having 9 points than 0 or 3, because we at least had contributive drives. And that's just frustrating.
And you might think that with this rant about, do we need defense? We need more. Our offense sucks so bad. I would argue that I don't want to trade for an offensive player, because I think our problems are way more than just a player. I actually think the offense has a lot of talent, but it's poor coaching. Yeah. Now, granted, this last week against the Jacksonville, I think Matt Canada actually called a pretty decent game, besides a couple of weird stinker plays that he always has and he's going to have because it's Matt Canada. But the players just couldn't execute at all. I mean, the first play could have been a big play to Deontay Johnson. Sure, the throw is a bit high, but it hit him in both his hands. And Deontay's an all-pro. He should be able to catch that. And then you had to play the corner route to George Pickens that Kenny didn't put enough air on, and the quarterback was able to come back and smack it down. I mean, the line looked terrible the whole time. It's just poor execution, too. And not one player's going to fix that. Not one wide receiver's going to fix that. Not one other extra. A lineman could probably help, but there's no good lineman on for trades, you guys. That just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. So
no.
It's like, where do you go from here? You just kind of ride the. I don't know. Unfortunately, just kind of ride the season out. TJ's kind of. It sucks because TJ's gonna be 30 soon. He hasn't won a playoff game in Pittsburgh. Unless we figure something out, we're kind of going out of his prime as well. We're gonna have to replace Cam Hayward soon, which sucks. The Steelers should have got rid of Canada last year. Everyone always talked about how the development of the quarterback, but we've talked about it time and time again. There's so many different quarterbacks who have sucked, and you change the coaching and they improve the next year drastically. Trevor Lawrence being one of them, who we just lost to. It's a dumb argument. It's frustrating that we've done this, and it just seems kind of like we're wasting the year again. Again, unless something's figured out, which is great if it is, but there has been no reason to show us that it gets figured out at all. And the crazy part with this team is the way they win games is that they could be 6-3 in 2 weeks. They could beat the Titans. They could beat the Packers. They play the Browns. They could beat the Browns again, maybe. I know they almost lost last time, but they could. You better watch for that paper is on the screen, buddy. Hey.
Agreed.
You're not
totally
listening.
agree.
I said you better watch for that paper being on screen. Yeah, now I'm gonna have to blur that out. Um, uh, it just
It's just medical.
yeah, I know, but I don't know what information's on there.
I appreciate it.
It's just I don't know. I don't know where to go from here. It seems almost like a waste of season, but it's kind of the way it is right now, and it could go
I
7-4 by December, which is insane, even as bad as they are.
I hate that I have now gathered the mindset of just having a winning record again. And I hate that. I hate that that is the way
I don't care
that
about that.
my mind
I don't
goes
care
to when
about
I
that.
feel. Not,
I really don't.
I don't either. But it's just something I'm so accustomed to. You know what I mean? It's not even like I want that to happen. I truly don't care about it. But I feel like it's my default when we get to this point in the year, and I feel like there's no hope to this team, and I'm like, well, at least we can get a winning record. No, it's stupid. It's pointless. I honestly, maybe a losing record will be a good wake up call to this team and clear the house. I obviously I'm not rooting for that. I never will root for the Steelers to lose for draft or for a wake up call. But at the same time, like I don't know, I feel like I'm just going to ride out the season how it is. Whatever happens, happens, and hopefully we can get better. But I don't know if there's necessarily light at the end of this tunnel.
In other trade news, the Patriots are shopping Hunter Henry, Devontae Parker, Ezekiel Elliott, and Juju Smith-Schuster. I know how a lot of fans feel about Juju. They didn't like Juju when he's here. Chris and I did. I would take Juju back for a 7th round draft pick because I think he would be better than Allen Robinson and Calvin Austin right now. I don't know who reported the Steelers being in for Jalen Johnson, but now it's reported the Bills and 49ers are really close to getting Jalen Johnson. So, who's to say, really? The Cardinals are sitting Josh Dobbs for some reason against the Browns, so there's another Browns win for you. Yeah, and again, I'm not trying to like blow by this podcast. It's just we just talk about the same things every week,
Yeah.
With the Titans coming to town, like we discussed with the fake keys to the week, it's like, yeah, you want to supply pressure and you want to get in his face. He just threw 4 touchdowns. He was looking good. I don't know. That's kind of all there is. All there is to it. They got to find a way to win these games if they want to get on it. So, but right now, that's kind of what the trade deadline right now. It looks like Jalen Johnson potentially they're going after. Some of the guys are available. I guess we'll find out if that happens when this is uploaded. I guess you'll know. So,
yeah. Shall we move on to the picks?
Yes, we should. One of the picks. Let's get it.
It's so funny because I was just gonna say sometimes it's so funny because there's been times in the past where we'll like talk for a while and then I'll look at the time on the podcast and I'll be like, golly, we're at like 50 minutes already, like, and we still have like this and this and this to talk about. And right now I just looked at it as like 18 minutes and I'm like, sounds about right.
I mean, it's just so tiring, you guys. I'm sure you guys are tired of listening to the same struggles every day. I'm sure you guys are tired of watching this team struggle the same way every day. It's just tiring. So we'll do the picks. We'll get out of here.
Let's do it.
Titan. Yep.
Steelers.
Yeah. Titans at us. I'm gonna pick us as well. Dolphins at Chiefs in Germany.
Dolphins at Chiefs?
In Germany. So Dolphins against Chiefs. There's no home game.
Is Taylor at this game? Because
in
I
Germany?
honestly believe the NFL.
No.
Dude, I don't know. She could be on her Eras tour in Europe.
No.
I don't know.
She's not there.
Okay. Yeah, then I'm probably going to go with the Dolphins.
I'll go with Dolphins. I think for the I think they're the best team in the AFC this year. Chiefs haven't really looked that strong in any game besides the game they beat the Bears in, when it's the Bears. Dolphins have only had like one stinker of a game. They look very good. Jalen Ramsey had a pick last week, just like we thought we would in his first game back. Dolphins kind of look like the team to beat. A lot of teams kind of suck this year in the NFL. And I'm kind of hoping the Dolphins do make the Super Bowl. It'd be kind of cool for them because we haven't seen the Super Bowl in a long time. The Dolphins have not made the Super Bowl in a long time. So It'd be cool if they made it. To be honest, that's kind of like my team.
Yeah.
Because I'm already tired of the Chiefs being the Super Bowl. So
Yeah, I agree. It's an off year for them too. I mean, Pat Mahomes already has like what, eight, nine
yeah,
picks on the year.
eight picks, I think.
Like,
Yeah, you're
yeah.
right. Vikings at Falcons.
Vikings at Falcons. Oh God, I would normally say Vikings, but Kirk out for the year, probably
Yeah,
Falcons.
this kind of sucks. We're doing it today on Tuesday because who knows what they get in the trade deadline. If they get Jameis Winston, I might switch it up to the Vikings. But I am also going to go Falcons because with big Kirko being out for the year with the torn Achilles and the way that rookie's playing, I'm going to go Falcons as well. Bears at Saints.
Yep. Bears at Saints. I'm gonna go with the
I'll go Saints
Saints.
too. They sometimes play better than what I think, and it's very confusing to me. Rams at Packers.
Rams.
Uh,
Wait, whoa,
I
is
know.
Stafford hurt?
I don't know. I don't know. I saw something he could go on IR, but then I saw something he could play. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I was also thinking Rams here as well, and I was looking ahead at their schedule, and they could go 2-11. The Packers could at some point in this game, in this year. But yeah, if Stafford's out, then you got maybe who's their backup? Stetson Bennett.
Is he back? I thought he was on mental health
Oh, yeah.
leave.
For being what, 30? Is that why?
I
I don't know why
know.
either. My AirPods are dying. I'll just say Rams for now. Whatever.
Sure, same.
Oh, there's a big trade. Oh, there's the trade. Here's another big trade. Breaking news right now. Sorry, that's probably copyright. Bears and Commanders in agreement for a massive trade to send Montez Sweat in Chicago for exchange for a second-round pick. Montez Sweat is very good. There's some defensive help for the Bears, who don't win games anyways, but good for them. Montez Sweat to Chicago. That's fine by me because I was hearing Ravens. So. Fine by me.
Yeah, F that.
Commanders, speaking of, against the Patriots.
Honestly, I'll still go
Dude,
Commanders.
they're so up and down. I think I'll go Commanders too.
Yeah, but like they were so competitive. I literally thought I was about to pull that quick one on you guys last week because I was like, they're winning, and it was what, 38-31. They always do well against Philadelphia, but like, we'll see what happens.
Seahawks at Ravens.
I hope Seahawks, but I'm going to go Ravens.
Again, I hope Seahawks too, but I'm also going Ravens. Buccaneers at Texans.
Bucks?
I want to go Texans.
Cool. Nice split. That could go either way.
Yeah, Texans haven't been playing that well since beating us. But what do you know?
Shocker.
Cardinals at Browns. No Josh Dobbs. They're starting rookie Clayton Tune.
I probably wasn't going to pick the Cardinals anyway, so yeah, Browns.
Either, but just put that out there.
Cardinals.
Yeah, go Cardinals. Come up with the miracle win, please. Colts at Panthers.
Colts, I guess.
Panthers getting their first one last week, but yeah, Colts. Going Colts.
Heck yeah.
Giants at Raiders.
Giants
Daniel
at Raiders.
Jones is back.
Oh God, they're both
Daniel
bad.
Jones is back. Devontae Adams, is he going to get traded today? He said a lot of swear words last night on TV after being missed on multiple wide open throws by Jimmy G. Jimmy G, I saw something today, Chris, that Jimmy G's stats compared to Jamarcus Russell's first 6 game as a Raider.
Yikes, that's so bad.
So with that in mind, I think I might go Giants.
I think I'll go Giants too.
Cowboys at Eagles.
Ooh, that's a toughie, game. But
it's a good game.
I might go Cowboys
just because it's at home, and maybe I'll split it later.
Yeah.
This Unfortunately, Bengals have found their groove. This is still going to be a good game, but I don't think it's a good game in our favor anymore. Like last week, I wanted the
Yep.
Bengals to lose, and they still won. But this is the Sunday night game. Great game. I'm Donald Trump. Great game. Wonderful game. With the best players. Bills at Bengals.
I'm gonna go
I'm going to
Bills.
go Bengals, unfortunately.
A lot of back and forth between
Yeah,
you and me,
unfortunately.
huh?
And then, it's actually kind of a tougher game than you think. It's Chargers at Jets.
It's not tough. Going Chargers, baby.
Oh, boy. The Jets' defense is just so good.
Let's get the F out
Yeah,
of
I'll go
here.
Chargers. You're right. Okay, that'll do it for the podcast. We'll be back next week. Same thing, same story,
Maybe.
same thing we always talk about. Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Thanks for listening. You can give us money by Venmoing us, by
Please.
searching up our name. No one's got a last name like us. That's Paskowski. You can
True
follow us
that.
on whatever you feel like or don't. Who cares? Go Steelers or don't. They're bad. Chris, got any last words?
That's my
Yeah, I
words.
agree. Sigh indeed. Have a happy Halloween. Have a good week. See ya later. Bye.
Peace.